Hello there, and welcome to this little bit of a recap over the goings-on in the second session of the latest community multiplayer. The year is the year 500. We've been playing for exactly, 49 years and like 2 months, I think, is actually what it is. Basically, we've been going 50 years. And yeah, the session was very good for me, I think. Everything that could have gone right kind of did go right. So I guess I'm going to bring up the situation at the start of the previous session. So if I just do... I think that would work. There we go. So this is the situation at the start of the previous session. As you can see, I'm here and locked in a titanic struggle against Persis and also Media. Myself and Media struck a deal whereby I would white peace from this conflict and he would 1v1 Bosporan Kingdom. Persis would also white peace. And it went very well. He felt that he could beat the Bosporan Kingdom. He did not. And as soon as the truce was up with Persis, I attacked and did very well, and I managed to basically kick his ass. Nubia and Persis were allied at the time, so we also had Egypt on my side, who I guess backstabbed the Nubian player, and he's managed to take quite a bit of land from Nubia, as you can see. If I just do that, can do a comparison here. There we go. Do a comparison of the amount of land that was taken from Nubia. Nubia is now not playing in Nubia, as you can imagine. It's like I said, the game didn't go entirely too well for him. As for Persis, he's also been completely wiped out. Once we took land from him, he allowed some Geren rebels to overrun his entire country, and we took a bit more, and also Media took a bit more. You can also see the amount that Media lost to the Bosporans, just a little bit of the border here, and also the Bosporans have done very well to get half of a Mare Nostrum on the Pontus Euxinos. So, I mean, good for him there. Now, really, like, it was mostly diplomacy, right, that got me out of this situation that I was in here. There were basically two real options, or two real outcomes that could have happened here. Either Egypt refused to help me at all, and I would continue fighting Persis and Media with Bosporan Kingdom. I feel, especially considering the Bosporans managed to actually beat the Medians solo, I feel that if I'd stayed in this war, which may or may not have actually been the better idea, we would have beaten them. We would have together been able to beat these two together. I think that's pretty much a done and dusted theory at this point. That's not under question. The issue starts when Nubia joins in as their truce is up, and it invades me from the south. If I'm still busy fighting Persis, Nubia comes in, I get horrifically mangled. That would happen if Egypt didn't help me. Egypt was really key here. Managing to sway Egypt onto my side instead of Nubia's was basically, it made my session. It made my entire game. If that didn't happen, I think I probably would be dead right now. So I'm really glad that happened. Elsewhere in the world, there were other things going on. Not just here. We can see that we have some expansion from Epirus, who's turned into Macedon, and he's taken all of Greece, or I guess Macedonia and Thrace. The Athens player has taken all of the Peloponnese and formed the Delian League or something. What is it? What is he? Yeah, the Delian League. I suppose I can just show it from here. Tuscia had a decent run. He lost, of course, to Macedon, but no borders were exchanged, I don't think. And then Dacia is doing pretty well, kind of trying to block off the Bosporan Kingdom. So that's all nice and sold and sewn up there. India, though, is an entirely different story. At the start of the game, of course, you can see here, we have 3 relatively evenly sized blocks. That doesn't stay that way. What we end up with is one colossal Indian powerhouse in, what's your name? Satavahana. James's country is completely dead, and then Gangarita here is also on its last legs. It can't stand up to this power. And it's a really powerful country for a couple of reasons. While it is not culturally united, it is religiously united, and it would be very easy to convert all of this or assimilate it into the primary culture, which I believe is Tamil. I'm not actually sure. This is a big, scary threat that is not going to be a danger to me. It is going to be a danger to me for sure. I need to be wary of this, and to that end, I will probably end up allying with Yavan Raya and trying to help him keep this in India. I don't think he's ever going to be able to fight back and take land and push into India himself, and if that happens, then he becomes a threat and he's just a little bit closer. So really the issue there, the aim, I guess, is one of containment. It is one of containment. And I realize I've got that slightly zoomed in, apologies. It is one of containment. We're going to have to work on that. But that's really the goal there, is to help. I think this is Mani's nation. Possibly helping media as well. Though it probably would suit better if I was to eat a bit of this. I don't know yet. My goal at the moment is purely one of building up, by getting my strength up, right? My cultural unity is not great. Actually, I can't even see there. 11 Phoenician there, 17%. It's not big. I want this to be in the 90s. I need Phoenician to grow significantly. Of course, we also have Babylonia there at 19%. So accepted cultures, I don't know, 17 plus 19. That's 38, right? 38% accepted culture. We need that to go higher. We need that to go very much higher. On the topic of cultural integration as well, one thing I want to do with the Babylonians is to study the Iranian ways of war, which will allow me to take some Iranian military experience, military techs. So I just need 50 military experience there, and once we have that, we can go and take some of these Iranian traditions, which I believe are pretty good when it comes to horses. Heavy cavalry discipline, we've got heavy cavalry offense and defense, heavy cavalry discipline, horse archer stuff there as well. Heavy cavalry is very, very powerful in this mod, so trying to get some of that is going to be very, very nice for me. That is the plan. That's where we're going to be aiming for. There's a lot of heavy infantry there as well. It's just really good stuff as well. I'm really liking the idea of... Where is it? Where did I just see it? 4 innovations. You always love the innovations, and cavalry skirmish is really nice as well. So I'm looking to get these. The idea that I don't have Punic traditions is kind of... I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? I'm literally the Punic nation. But... yeah, yeah, they're Punic. Whatever. We're still Punic, right? So yeah, that's my plan, right? I want to sit back, I want to build up, I want to convert everything, I want to assimilate everything, and I want to be a crescent-shaped thorn in the side of faraway powers, not fighting here. That's going to be the plan. Before we end as well, I want to show off the other little duty thing, the world stronginess ratios. This is after the first session, where we can see we are in 7th place. Unfortunately, we have dropped down a place, and we are now in 8th, and also further along this way. Asia, surprisingly strong. Asia is surprisingly strong, which is kind of crazy considering they lost this northern part. This all used to be Asian. They gave it to the Bosporan Kingdom, and they are still in the 1st place. Punic League, also very, very strong. And I believe these two are allied with one another, which makes the fronting by the Punic League against the Bosporan Kingdom all the more suspect. So yeah, these two being allied is a bit iffy. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I can tell you now as well what this stronginess is based on. Of course, you can see at the top there what it is mostly based on, but it has more than that. It has pops, income, miltech, civ tech, oratory tech, religious tech, average tech, manpower recovery, the size of your levy, the size of your legion, your score. I don't think that's score. It's just it's a score that's, that is what makes up this score. And it's also counting the pops and scaling the pops and all that kind of good stuff as well. It's relatively well put together, and it makes more sense as a score metric than the in-game score does, which puts myself at 5th place, Asia in first in both of them, I guess. The way that score works in Imperator is kind of, it's not great. It's not great. But yeah. That's basically all I gotta say. I think. I think we're doing all right. I want to stay allied with Egypt. I want to be long-term friends with Egypt. I'd like to be friends with Bosporan Kingdom. And Punic League is looking like a threat. Asia is looking very, very strong and threatening, and India is looking incredibly strong and incredibly threatening. But we'll see where things shake out from here. I am streaming right now, in fact, if you would like to come and watch the 3rd session of this wonderful Imperator Rome multiplayer game. I'm streaming it right now. If you watch this on release, of course. If you watch this far, you'll probably find a stream starting soon screen over on twitch.tv/LordLambert_. Should be a fun time, so please come along. Hang out and chat. Give me some pointers and tips and stuff, because apparently everyone keeps telling me that I suck and I need help. So maybe you can be that help. Who knows? Anyway, come along, say hi. Let's have some fun. And yeah, Phoenecia forever!